Hey, happy Monday to you. Hope you're doing well on this last Monday in April. Beautiful day out here, and I actually thought that I would go on location for my Monday message. I think this is a place that you might recognize. That look familiar? It is gorgeous here. This campus is sort of in all of its late April spring glory. I just wanted to sort of show it off since you haven't been here for a while to see it. In particular, the former dirt pile is now a grass hump. Even this front tip here up in Providence, that was still dirt when we left, but that is all now seeded and strawed and grass is coming up, so it is looking really, really good. Anyway, I'm just going to kind of walk around our lovely campus and tell you what's on my mind today. Speaking of this church, Governor Cooper has given a timetable, a phasing in of sorts of when everything in our state might be able to start back up. He, of course, has extended the stay at home through May the 8th, but then has a phased plan. And if you read the phased plan from a church perspective, the earliest that it looks like we would be able to gather again in this lovely sanctuary is sometime in June. Now, of course, that involves meeting particular benchmarks along the way. So social distancing and staying at home is important, but the hope is that we might be looking at getting back together sometime in June. So we're going to continue to monitor that, the session and I, and so hopefully we'll have some news to share sometime later in May about when we will be able to get back together. I already told you last week that our worship ministry team is already planning certain things like how we can social distance in the sanctuary and how we might need to adapt some of our worship routines like communion, offering, passing the peace. So all of those things we're going to come up with plans with, and we'll share in full with the congregation before whatever Sunday that is that we come back together. So we are, I guess what I want to say is that there's light at the end of the tunnel, which is nice. And so stay tuned, as I'm fond of saying. Between now and then, the month of May, I'm actually really excited about our Connect TPC theme. You'll recall that this is a theme ongoing through the 2020, and sort of three elements to it: connecting with God, connecting with our church family, and connecting with our neighbor. We did a Connecting of God theme with Lenten sermon series. May, we had always planned to be connecting with our church family. Certainly that was fortuitous, not knowing we would be in the midst of a global pandemic and staying at home. But I tell you what, I want to let our ministerial staff, Rebecca, Jody, Chris, and I, tell you about this Connect with our church family theme in this short video here. Check it out. When Jesus began his ministry on earth, do you know the first thing he did? It wasn't a miracle, it wasn't a sermon or a parable. No, the very first thing that Jesus did was reach out and intentionally connect with a group of people, his disciples, who would become like family to him. He did this because he knew that being connected with other people would be critically important as he embarked on his mission on earth.
This year, our Connect TPC theme is helping us to learn who we are and whom we are connected with. In Lent, our sermon series focused on connecting with God in our life of faith.
In the month of May, we're going to look at another kind of connection, connecting with our church family. The women, men, youth, and children who make up Trinity Presbyterian Church, and how connecting with these people helps us to be church better and serve our community better.
You know, connection is an essential part, an intentional part of faith. It involves more than just showing up to the ministries that we do. It involves more than just participating in things at Trinity.
More than just coming to church on Sunday or choir practice on Wednesday night.
More than attending a Sunday school class or a book study.
More than serving at Room in the Inn.
Connecting with our church family involves taking an initiative, an act of faith, and really getting to know the people who make up our family of faith beyond their names and a few interesting facts about them.
Learning about their interests and learning about their concerns, learning about what it is that gives them hope.
What their family is like, what they do in their free time.
This kind of connection is an intentional act of love, which may require us to step outside our comfort zone and build connections with new people. And it's even more important now as we are unable to gather together and do the things we love.
Over the next 5 weeks, Rebecca and I are going to preach on passages that talk about connecting with our church family. You'll also get to listen to and watch interviews with some of our church members and hear how they are maneuvering through these strange times we are in. And lastly, you're going to get to experience stories of some of our church members and ways that they are impacted by this pandemic and ways that they are even making a difference.
The whole point is to get to know each other better.
To go deeper in our relationships with each other.
To love one another.
To connect with one another.
So join us in May as we connect with our church family. All right, so there you have it. Really excited about that. There's information in the Constant Contact today, the Monday message, Constant Contact, of a webpage you can visit to learn more about connecting with our church family. One thing that we did not mention in the video, but we are really excited about, is we are going to start up this month a weekly Zoom happy hour. A weekly Zoom happy hour with Trinity Friends every Thursday at 6 o'clock. You can Zoom in, bring whatever beverage of your choice, leaded or unleaded, and we're going to do nothing else than just hang out and fellowship with one another and check in with each other and have a good time. Again, that's Thursdays at 6. There's login information in the email below, the Constant Contact below, and we'll also include that in a Thursday email that'll go out that focuses on connecting with our church family. Gratitude as always for the ways that you continue to be connected to your church family, the way that you are caring for one another, connecting with each other. The longer that this goes on, the greater struggle this is for some of our people, particularly those who are more isolated, those who have lost loved ones during this time. Please continue reaching out and caring for one another, as I know that you're doing. Thank you as always for your continued support of the church, and we will see you when we see you. Again, Rebecca and I are here if you need us for anything. My friends, be safe, be kind, be church. Take care, and we will see you soon. Bye.